Hey, this is Mariela from the Functional Company. All right, so today let's talk about inflammation because it is a huge word that is used very frequently and people have a pretty good experience of it, right? You can say, oh man, I feel inflamed. Some people feel inflamed in the belly area, right? You know there's inflammation, or maybe you look at your ankle and you twisted your ankle, you know you can visibly see inflammation. So there's inflammation that's caused directly by injury, right? Where it's an area that's swollen and hot, something like that, where ligaments are strained or muscles are strained, etc. And then of course the inflammation is useful to the degree because to the degree that it helps heal the area. So you'll have a lot of the good guys come to that area, good cells that are going to come and clean up all of the debris and help heal the area. So inflammation definitely has its function, but chronic inflammation, it basically breaks the body down over time, puts a huge stress on the organs and on the cells, and it's something that makes us more tired and just really uncomfortable in our own skin, right? But when we're talking about inflammation, the one thing I want to mention in this video is that where the inflammation is occurring is actually right at the cell level. It's happening right at the cell membrane, which is the wall of the cell. Lots of toxins actually attach to the membrane of the cell and create a very difficult time for things to get in and out of the cell and for the cell to do its proper function. You know, in the future, I'll share some more information on this and very detailed videos so I can explain exactly how the cell works and how these toxins attach and exactly how it affects the cell, because it affects energy production, hormones, it affects so many different things, but it's all happening at the cell level. So when you're thinking about inflammation, that's something to really keep in mind. It's like, what is inflammation? Where is it happening? Why is it so bad? Well, one is that in a very acute sense, it's good because it's trying to heal an area, but in a chronic sense, it really starts to break down the tissues, breaks down the cells, and it doesn't allow the cell to do its proper function, which is produce energy, regenerate, and just do its proper overall function for the entire body, right? So that's something we definitely want to handle. Like I said, there's a lot more information, but one of the things to keep in mind with inflammation is that it has a lot to do with toxicity. Toxins that are attaching right to the cell membrane and are not allowing it to do its function. What kind of toxins? Chemicals, heavy metals are the main culprits, from medications, bad water, bad food. You can inhale some chemicals, some heavy chemicals depending on where you are, where you happen to be. Heavy metals from mercury fillings, for example, from lead exposure, which is still something that's happening from old pipes and the water supply. So there's a lot more to say on toxins. Man, this is a deep, deep subject, but that's one thing I want to mention. Just kind of wanted to give you an overall view of inflammation and what we're talking about when people say that word, right? So in short term, it can be a valuable thing, but you definitely don't want it to go on too long. You want to handle it through a good detox and really figuring out and having a clean diet, figuring out where this is coming from, where all of this stress for the body is coming from. All right, thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the flip side.